Hello everyone, I am Bijoy. In this paper, I am going to present our solution for the book success prediction and interpretation task using semantic word association. Since its publication in 1868, 1.78 million copies of Louisa May Alcott's Little Women have been sold, which equates to about 1,000 copies a month for 152 years. Every publisher in the industry hopes to find a manuscript that can sell even 10,000 copies in its lifetimes. This begs the question, what makes Little Women a timeless success? And another intriguing challenge faced by the publisher is to determine if a book will be successful or not only based on its content. Recently, researchers have attempted to use machine learning and natural language processing for the success prediction tasks of a book. Among others, Osher et al. 2013 used statistical telemetry, but they used an erroneous and small dataset. Later, in 2017, Mahajan et al. Used handcrafted text features, and they also used word-to-vec and multitask RNN, but they used combined analysis regardless of genre. But every genre exhibits totally different patterns in its writing style. In the most recent work done by Mahajan et al. And Sudipta Kaur et al., they use sentiment flow. Sentiment is not good index for interpretation. And focusing on the lackings, we are currently working on these tracks to make these tracks easier so that the publisher and some other step can easily get the benefit from it. In our all experiment, we use the English book dataset that contains 1003 books spanning across 8 genres introduced by Marjan et al. Every book's success is labeled by its Goodreads rating. In our analysis, we use several feature set. Lexical feature set like unigram, bigram, part of speech, and word group like NRC and LIWC we used. We also use Roget Thesaurus. As our next word group, we use Roget Thesaurus that categorized each word into a concept, theme, and class. Its tree-structured hierarchy enables us to explore the concept inside a book in multiple granularities, like what best wishes, what is under special sympathetic affections categories, and this category is under sympathetic affection theme, and this theme is under sentimental and moral powers class. We mainly focus on association analysis, and we use two types of embedding in this analysis. The first embedding named was local embedding, and the second one is global embedding. In general, words can be in the embedding space based on their context. In association analysis, we quantify how much the concept representations of a book differ from their general use. In local embedding, we generate a word embedding space for each book in this dataset. In global embedding, the global word embedding trained using mass natural data from Wikipedia by Facebook. Here, both embedding space generated disjointly have two totally different reference points. To calculate the association score, we align both of these embedding to a unified coordinate space because in fast, these two embedding are not same unified space. So we need to mapping these two embedding space into a unified embedding space. For that, we use several methods for our alignment method, SA alignment method. But we found VecMap are perform better uh, than and we can see this in this plot represent the distribution of mean equilibrium distance, and we see that VecMap is mass less than other methods. That means this mapping method are better than others. After mapping, we can see the words are aligned to each other and they are now in unified embedding space. For association score calculation, we define the association score of a concept as the average equivalent distance between local and global embedding words. We calculate the association score using two equations. The second equation can be used for calculate the equilibrium distance, and the first equation is uh, to calculate each word equilibrium distance and average this distance by the number of words regarding a single concept, and that is the association score of this single concept. We performed a genre-wise analysis, and for different genres, some set of Roget concepts do not contribute at all for the success prediction task and thus induce noise to the classifier. So, to filter out the irrelevant concept, we performed a feature reduction by ranking the features by their SVM weights and check which subset of features works best for our classification. We can see our method here in this figure, and we input all features and selecting the best subsets and measures our performance. Yes, there was an uneven distribution of uh, successful and unsuccessful books in each genre. We use a weighted version of SVM that deals with the bias induced by the dominating class, and we found that weighted SVM performed better than normal SVM. In terms of baseline result, there are some of the results of previous work of book success prediction where genre-wise attention achieved the best weighted F1 score of 0.75, means 75% being of the state of the art result in this field. We set this score as our baseline and proceed to our experiment. In this plot, we observe the effect of the feature reduction method on our models. We can see there is a continuous performance gain as we keep discarding irrelevant features, but after gaining the optimal subset, further discarding causes the model performance to fall. We use that optimal subset for our analysis. This plot contains the result from our model. Here we notice that although the other lexical features fail to perform better than the baseline, our Roget and association analysis outperform the state-of-the-art result to a great margin. This was expected because of the contextually and semantically enhanced feature set of those models. While the main focus of previous work was only the book success prediction task, we also try to dig out the most dominant concept that contributes to the classification. For that, we made use of the classifier weights and extract the feature set that contribute to success and failure. We observed that detective and mystery is the most interesting since it goes against expectations in a way that makes sense. We would probably expect that the intellectual faculties related to matter and abstract relation categories to be positively associated with the stories with solving a crime or mystery using intellect, evidence, and abstract relationships. However, it appears that the most popular stories of this genre actually favor things that have less to do with evidence and more to do with the characters and their emotional feelings. In other words, it seems readers like it best when a detective solves a mystery because he or she is the good guy who makes the right choice rather than through real detective work. For our future work, we will increase the dataset, we will work on the modified CFG analysis, and we will perform the genre-wise embedding. We believe genre-wise embedding can bring better result. Thank you.